So another thing that we are looking for you as a covenant member is that we are looking for you to be committed to supporting Christ's church. And what does that look like? Well, to start, it looks like you are living with gospel intentionality. In everything that you do, the gospel shapes your moments of each and every day. That your whole life is caught up in and wrapped around this gospel, this good news of Jesus Christ, and following God's Spirit, hearing His voice, responding obediently. So one of the things that looks like is that each and every one of us in Hope Church, man, we are looking to see one person added to the church each year. We're praying, we're interceding, we're just being aware of moments where God's Spirit may lead us in a specific direction. We are being desperate before God that He would use us to advance and grow His kingdom here on earth. And so as we continue to seek for that, we model that off of Acts chapter 2, and towards the end of the chapter in verses 42 to 47, there's a statement that says God was adding to the church daily, and that is a high bar, and that's exciting. But for us, man, if we can all just be intentional and purpose to see one person added to the church each year, then the Lord surely will be doing something within us and amongst our midst, and God will get all the glory for that. And so living with gospel intentionality. The second thing is sharing in family responsibility. What does that look like? That looks like volunteering twice a month in our worship gatherings or in our outreach events and efforts. And why do we ask for that? We ask as a member that you would commit to that high bar of not just volunteering once but twice a month, just to set the standard, just to be a little bit more engaged, to take on a higher responsibility. And so when it comes to sharing in family responsibility, we've seen the fall apart, or we've seen the breakdown that happens when people don't share equally in responsibility. For example, if a sibling would ask you to babysit their kids, and you would say yes, 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 and you say yes 5 times, and then you have something that comes up and you're looking for a night out with your spouse, and so you turn the table and you ask that sibling, hey, would you be willing to babysit? And the answer is no. And then you go, okay, and then another time or two you ask again, and the answer is no. Eventually, you're going to become frustrated because there's not a sharing of responsibility. It's a one-way thing. And so we are looking that everyone has a part in the team, that everyone has a responsibility and a role to play, and that we are all together sharing in family responsibility. So what else does being committed to supporting Christ's church look like? It looks like contributing to genuine community. And so it looks like a participation in groups regularly, or in a discipleship atmosphere. And then last of all, we are looking for you to develop an irrational generosity. God has ordained that His church would move forward through the financial support of tithes and offerings regularly and proportionately from His people. And Paul talks about that Christians should excel in the grace of giving. And so for us, we want to develop this irrational, this intentional generosity in such a way that we are marked as being different. That we are providing and supporting for Christ's church, but also that is a marker of God's generosity on our lives, that those who do not know Christ will see.